So first story this morning on what's trending. So recent times, of course, there was a little issue that happened with MTN. A lot of you couldn't access data, right? And even if you could access data, it was pretty slow. Well, MTN Ghana has announced a goodwill package for its data customers commencing 23rd of January 2020. So guess what? Well, this is as a result of the recent disruption in data and international outbound call services, which occurred last week due to cuts to the undersea cable delivering the service. I don't know if you had a chance to see people trolling MTN with funny videos and pictures of them being underwater trying to fix the cables that they claim were disrupted. But anyway, so the CEO of MTN, Salom Adadifo, said all data customers on MTN Ghana's network will receive free 2 GB data, but it's only valid for 2 days. 48 hours.
But the problem wasn't for only 2 days.
Well, you only get 2 days to fix this one, and we appreciate customers for their patience and support during the period of the disruption. Customers are to note that the goodwill bonus package will be sent to their data account and not through a website. So MTN Ghana remains committed to its mission to make lives of customers a whole lot brighter. And talking brighter, I know we are going to be talking about street lighting this morning, and yes, how we can make our city brighter. MTN has already begun by giving us data. Well, to compensate us and say thank you anyway for being with them through these very difficult times. Okay, now let's move on to the music side of life as well. So, Kumawood actress turned singer Emelia Brobbey has ignored all her haters to release a new song. Now she calls it ODO ELECTRIC. Now it features Roughtown music singer Wendy Shay. Now this is her second song after directing all her attention from acting to music. Well, Famiko, which was first released, saw the movie star, get so much hatred and criticisms on social media to the extent some media persons telling her to quit music and focus on the acting. Check out the video. Well, your guess is as good as mine. What do you think, Emefa, as compared to Famiko and this one?
There's something about the song I like. My favorite part is the ekiki meal. Yeah.
Anyway, yes, so she's moved from movie acting into music, and that kind of brings about our next story. Now, ace Ghanaian actor Echo Smith Asante has shed light on the state of the Ghanaian movie industry. Well, will that be a reason why you find Emelia Brobbey running out of that place into music? Well, guess what? So Echo believes that currently nothing significant is happening in the Ghanaian music movie industry, and that is forcing actors to carve different parts for their careers as well. Now, he stated that some are now turning men of God or politicians, whilst others are venturing into the catering business. I know. Oh, wow. Yes. So, well, he says, I quote, "We are really at a standstill. If you do not find ways and means to do other things, branch into politics like my friends do, or will do, or go into church business, what else do you want to do? Have you realized where we are going to? Well, if you don't branch into politics, I beg your pardon, we become men of God or we go into catering," he said. Now, when asked if he will turn into a pastor like some of his colleagues have done, well, he replied he would rather love to preach through films because to him that's how to win souls than to go and stand on the pulpit. "I will preach the word through film. That's how to turn to win souls, not to go to and stand in front of the pulpit," he said. Well, interesting. And maybe that was the reason why Emelia has also branched into music.
I'd say that is diversification. They haven't quit. They haven't quit what they're doing already.
Exactly.
Emelia is still acting. Yeah. John DeMille is still acting. I mean, even Vivian Jill, who's gone into catering, is still acting. So they're just adding on. They're getting better. Doesn't mean that they've stopped.
But he definitely has a point with regards to the standstill in the movie industry. I think
because years ago when I was a child, there was something like premiering where they sell tickets. You need to physically buy the
Oh no, when premiering tickets at I can list some of the places where some of the movie cinemas back in
But
Rex
it's getting
Cinema.
better. Now you have hundreds of people going to the Silverbed, buying tickets to go and see. It's just
Emefa,
grown into
where were you on the days when you see a picture of Sylvester Stallone on a wall of a house and they ride to Rambo and they draw him holding the guns?
Yeah, I'm not lying yet.
Yes.
Please.
Now that was a different kind of premiere in anyways. But yes, he definitely has a point, and at the same time as well, it's only right that people diversify and venture into other businesses. Of course, we're all looking for revenue, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. Sometimes they make it look like the movie industry is like really dead, gone.
Well, I must say it is really dead and gone. Yes,
okay.
We need more movies. We need to
we'll
wake
go
it up.
Into this. Yes,
we'll go into this conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on. So I did say to you, now, how would you feel if your friend bought you a brand new phone, the latest on the market, just because he's been trying to reach you and your number is busy, Emefa? How would you feel?
I'll publicly announce to my friends what they have to do.
Exactly. So, Ghanaian dancehall musician Shatta Wale has expressed gratitude to rapper AMG Medical for buying him a new iPhone. Well, the award-winning rapper bought Shatta the brand new 11 Pro, which is on the market. Now, Shatta stated that the superstar bought him the phone because he complained his line was busy each time he tried to reach him. Oh, these guys know how to play the game so well. Now he tweeted a caption. So AMG Medical bought me an 11 Pro iPhone just to talk to me because he says my line is always busy. AMG fans, please thank your boss for me. This my superstar won't kill me, yo. Thanks, bro. Wow, interesting.
I think it's nice considering the fact that Shatta had to go on his knees to apologize to Fela Makafui. It's only prudent that he get him a befitting present.
A befitting
to
present.
To call him to say thank you.
To call him to say thank you.
Yes.
So more like if I'm trying to pick you up, from home to come and do Prime Morning and you are delaying, I'll just buy you a brand new car, right?
Absolutely.
And you love it.
Yes, it'll be perfect. Let the driver be in there.
Interesting. What would you buy for your friend if you're trying to reach him as well? A new phone, a car, brand new shoes? You tell me. Anyway, so Medical and Shatta Wale seem to have a very cordial relationship, with regards to even their song they featured both on there together, Omwada, and also even going to the extent of apologizing to Fela Makafui and all. I think they've got a good relationship as well. Anyways, let's move on to the next story. Now, this morning also, Kweku Adoboli. Now, do you remember him? Okay, so the former UBS trader whose rogue derivative bets cost the bank in the UK billions of pounds and led him to being deported from the UK back into Ghana is seeking $6 million for a new securitization venture in Ghana. Now, if you remember, the 39-year-old, if you recall, so he was deported back to Ghana after about 7 years jail term in the UK for a few bank fraud. Not even say a few, huge bank fraud.
What's his name again?
Kweku Adoboli.
Okay.
Yes, so the 39-year-old wants to create a platform for packaging mortgages into securities that can be bought and sold by investors. Now, according to a Bloomberg report, and is seeking funding for technology and to help the business gain the accreditation as well it needs. Now, Adoboli told Bloomberg such a platform could eventually gather up to $100 million in MBSs and help grow the housing markets in West African country. Now, he said, our job now is to look for ways to expand bank balances sheets to create mortgage market that would allow us to increase demand side funding for houses. Now, of course, he's been living in Ghana since late 2018 after his deportation from the UK, where he lived since he was 12 years old. And yes, he was jailed for 7 years from 2012 and was released in 2015. Then he began his fight for his deportation, against his deportation. Now, speaking to Financial News in November 2018, Adoboli says, yes, I've made massive mistakes at UBS, but I'm not a threat to anyone. I've paid for those mistakes. I was sentenced to 7 years in jail, but now I feel like I'm being punished twice, he says. Adoboli told Bloomberg his first 9 months back in Ghana were largely spent indoors as he struggled with depression and that he initially disguised himself during any of his trips outside. Now, I don't know how we can trust him again. You know how money is.
Yes, it's really, honestly, it's going to be difficult. And what he's asking for is not like some 10,000 Ghana cedis. $6
million US dollars.
Really. It can do a lot for our economy.
I know, but he wants to expand it.
Okay.
Okay, exactly. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next story real quickly before we wrap up. So, you know, Tekashi is a US rapper, crazy guy. Check him out on social media on IG. Tekashi as well, tattooed his body all over his body and the crazy hairstyle. Now, a federal judge has denied the rapper motion to serve his 24 months under home confinement. Now, Judge Paul Engelmeyer, we say, ruled that Tekashi must remain in jail for the remaining 10 months of his sentence. Now, he requested to stay at home for his confinement for fear of his safety. He is concerned that he may be harmed by by members of the Bloods, which is also another gang that he testified against, and that's the reason why he's even actually in jail as well. And he's asking for his safety. He cares about that, and he wants us to take him home to serve the jail sentence.
Oh no! If it's safety, then he should stay with
yes.
Yeah, home is not safe.
Yes. Well, our time is up though. Before I go though, but yes, big outbreak in China. So watch out if you are in China or you're going to come from China on the coronavirus. I'll tell you how to get it. If you are careful, you stay away from it through air, coughing and sneezing. It's not yet in Africa or in Ghana, so stay put, okay? Relax, chill. Close personal contact as well. Touching an object or surface with the virus on it and actually having contact with your mouth or eyes. So make sure you wash your hands always. And that's a wrap this morning on our What's Trending. Coming up next is sports. Jennifer, I beg your pardon, she is ready to give you some scores.